Have you ever caught yourself defending some absolutely trivial thing, but doing it as if the fate of the world depended on it? You know, like in an argument about whether pineapple belongs on pizza. For example, you buy a new phone, and right away a friend shows up waving their supermodel around saying it's better, and you, with fire in your eyes, start fiercely arguing that your choice is brilliant, perfect, the only right one. Although somewhere deep down, a little worm of doubt is already gnawing at you, right? Or how about this? You told a small, harmless lie. I mean, who hasn't? And then, to cover it up, you added one detail after another, building entire palaces of fiction, until at some point you catch yourself thinking, hey, maybe that's how it really happened. Why do we do this? Why does our mind cling so stubbornly to its decisions, even if they are, to put it mildly, not the best? The answer is simple. Our brain has a secret weapon, an incredibly powerful force that makes us justify almost everything. And the name of this force is cognitive dissonance. Sounds like a name for an 80s rock band, right? But let's break it down simply. Imagine you have two shelves in your head. On one shelf is your main idea about yourself. I am a smart, logical, and, of course, honest person. And on the other shelf, you've just placed a fresh action. I just did something incredibly stupid or blatantly lied. Feel that? Something's cracking. The shelves are shaking. This tension, this mental itch, is cognitive dissonance. And our brain, ooh, it hates this state. It will do anything to restore order. But how? Do you think it will make you honestly say, yeah, I was wrong? Oh no, that's too painful for our ego, too difficult. Cunningly, the brain chooses the easier path. It doesn't change the action, you can't change the past. It starts changing your beliefs, tailoring them to fit what you've already done. Historical detour? This brilliant and frankly a little scary theory was proposed in the mid-20th century by psychologist Leon Festinger. And to prove it, he conducted an absolutely incredible experiment. Imagine, you're invited to a lab. Your task for the next hour is to move wooden spools from one board to another, again and again and again. Fun level, watching paint dry. At the end, they tell you, exhausted you, thanks, you've been a great help. And now, a small favor. See that person behind the door? That's the next participant. Please tell them that this was an incredibly interesting and fascinating task. And we'll pay you for this lie. And this is where the magic begins. One group was given $20 for this lie. Back then, that was pretty good money. And the other group, just $1. Who do you think ended up believing that this mind-numbingly boring task was actually interesting? Logic screams, obviously the ones who got the $20. They had the motivation. But it was the complete opposite. It was precisely those who lied for a measly $1 who later, in surveys, argued passionately that they really enjoyed it. Why? Because lying for $20 is a clear deal. I lied, but I got paid well for it. Internal conflict? None. But lying for $1? Ooh, that's where the dissonance kicks in. I'm an honest, good person, and I just lied for practically nothing? Am I an idiot? And the brain immediately throws a life raft. Wait. What if the task wasn't really that bad? There was some kind of meditative depth in moving those spools. Bingo. The lie is justified, the conflict is resolved. You feel smart and consistent again. And you've just masterfully deceived yourself. Think this is just some old story? This mechanism kicks in for us 100 times a day. Bought expensive sneakers? You instantly become their #1 defender. All the good reviews are pure truth. All the bad ones are just haters. You're not defending the sneakers. You're defending your brilliant decision to buy them. Example 2. Yeah, I procrastinate, but I work better under pressure. Yeah, I eat at night, but I need the calories from my brain. This isn't logic, folks. This is your brain trying to reconcile, I know this isn't great, with, but I'm doing it anyway. And social media is just a giant factory for eliminating dissonance. Algorithms carefully feed us only what we already agree with, and we unsubscribe, block, and run away from anything that might cause doubt. We ourselves, with our own hands, build cozy information bubbles so that nothing disturbs our peace of mind. And this is where we get to the most dangerous part. By justifying one tiny lie, one cigarette, we build a bridge to the next one. This is a very, very slippery slope. Today, you convince yourself that being 5 minutes late is no big deal. Tomorrow, that it's okay to borrow an idea from a colleague, and the day after that? But hopefully, there's good news. Very good news. Now you know how this trap works. You know the enemy by sight. And the next time you feel that pang of discomfort, that tension between your beliefs and your actions, just freeze for a second. And honestly ask yourself, am I trying to find the truth right now, or am I just trying to make myself feel more comfortable? The answer might genuinely surprise you, because admitting you were wrong isn't a weakness. It's a superpower, a power that allows us to become better, smarter, and most importantly, more honest with ourselves. So the next time that internal storm begins, what will you choose to believe?